Hi everyone, today's video is going to be on Mars in Virgo. So what happens when the planet of drive, ambition and action is in the earth sign of Virgo. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. Before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I do need to chart readings. So I look at your birth chart and I analyze what kind of challenges you might be facing. And I also give you an action plan that you can use every single day to get through these challenges. I also do synastry chart readings, which are called relationship compatibility readings. So if you're already in a relationship or if you're thinking of getting into one and you want to know what the relationship is going to be like, you can contact me for a reading and I'll do a synastry chart reading for you. I also do tarot card readings. So if you're facing challenges related to your health, your career, finance, your home life or any other aspect of your life, you can contact me for a tarot card reading as well. Recently, I've started doing relationship counseling. This is general relationship advice. It can be any relationship with your parents, your romantic partner, your children, your friends, any relationship. And if you're facing challenges, I can help you navigate them. So to contact me for any of these, drop me a message on my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Venusianscorp. And you can also drop me an email at astroluck111@gmail.com and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I've posted the links in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. Okay, so let's start with Mars in Virgo. So first of all, if you're new to astrology, what is Mars? Mars is the planet of drive, it's the planet of action. It's basically outward aggression and masculine energy. So Venus is the feminine energy, Mars is the masculine energy in your birth chart. Now, what is Virgo? Virgo is the sixth sign of the zodiac. It rules the sixth house, which has to do with structure, which has to do with everyday chores, your everyday routine. And the symbol of Virgo is the Virgin, and it's an earth sign. It's a mutable earth sign, and it's ruled by the planet Mercury. So when you have Mars in Virgo, you're most likely going to be someone who's very logical about their goals in life. Like when you set goals in your life, you go about it in a very pragmatic way. You are definitely not an impulsive person. You like to see the pros and cons and then go after a goal or ambition in life. You are also the kind of person who is workaholic, but not in the Capricorn sense of doing it for status and those sort of things. For you, it's about the everyday routine. Like the way you achieve your goals is through self-discipline. I think discipline is a very Virgo trait, a Mars in Virgo trait. Like you like to have discipline in your everyday routine, and that's how you achieve your goals. So, and you're pretty hard on yourself. Like you can be very self-critical. Just like Virgo is critical of other signs, Mars in Virgo is probably the most critical of themselves. And part of this has to do with the fact that you have a shadow side, which has to do with the Piscean qualities at the opposite end of the axis, which is, you tend to sometimes escape out of reality, escape out of everyday structures. So sometimes you can be a workaholic, sometimes you can be very focused on your goals and stick to your daily structure, stick to your daily schedule, and then achieve whatever you have to. But then on some days you can completely let go and be completely not disciplined. Like you may forget that you have a schedule to follow, that you have things to do during your day. And that's the shadow side of Virgo. Like Virgos, you are, if you have Mars in Virgos, you are most likely someone with a bit of an OCD, because you like everything to be in order. Order is another very Virgo trait. You like everything to be neat and clean, everything to be orderly, everything to be structured. Again, structure has to do with the sixth house. So you're the kind of person who doesn't like being disorderly in their home life or even outside. Even when you're trying to achieve a goal, you like to plan things out, you like to structure things out. So if you have a very big goal that you want to achieve, you're most likely going to break it up into small goals that you can achieve every single day. Mars in Virgo, because Mars also has to do with anger issues and the way we express our anger. So Mars in Virgo, because you're an earth sign and you're also mutable, you're not going to blow up just like that. Like you're the kind of person who's very logical, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is to do with the mind and the way we think and process our thoughts. So you're not going to be the type of person who just blows up at things. You're not impulsive at all. When you get upset about something, it's usually going to be over something that is a valid reason. Like you don't get upset about the small stuff. And when you do get upset, it's going to be built up over a period of time. And then when you actually want to express your anger, it's going to be almost like a debate. Like you're going to list out the pros and cons. That this is what happened, and this is what I expected, and this is what you did, and blah blah blah. It's almost going to be like a courtroom scene. You are going to lay down the facts. Virgo is very much about the facts. Again, Mercury, logic, reasoning. So you're going to be very analytical about even an argument. So people can find that a little bit hard to digest, because most people just express their anger by being impulsive, by throwing a tantrum, by shouting or yelling. But you're not that kind of person. You actually logically lay down the facts and say that this is what happened, this is what you did, this is why I'm angry with you. Now, what can we do to solve it? Now, Virgo is a very solution oriented sign, because it's about service, just like Pisces, the opposite sign on the axis. So, Virgo is all about, okay, now we have this problem, how do we solve it? So, you are a solution oriented sign. Mars and Virgo, they're great at coming up with problem solving issues, because when you're in the workforce and you have an issue at hand that needs to be resolved, you're probably the ones who are going to come up with the best solution at hand, because you're very logical. You will think through every detail, every possible outcome, and then come up with a solution, which is great, because a lot of signs don't do that. So the way you go about your goals is also in a bit of a cold, detached manner. And that's why you're so successful, also. Because, when you are emotionally attached to your goals, then it's difficult to achieve them, because they're subject to change, because emotions are subject to change. But when you're a Mars in Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury, which is about the intellect. So you're not so much about emotions and feelings, you're more about logic and reasoning. So when you try to achieve your goals, it's going to be looking at the facts, it's going to be looking at the details. Mercury is very detail oriented. And the other plus side is, because you're emotionally not so invested, for you it's more logic based. That's why you achieve your success. Also, the fact that you're very disciplined. Like I said before, Virgo rules the sixth house of structure and routine and daily activities. So you are so focused on that you are bound to succeed, because uh, if you're consistent, if you're disciplined, then you are definitely going to achieve your goals. And that's always your motto, Mars in Virgo. The other thing is, because Virgo is a mutable sign, you are quite flexible. You're not, because you're not one of those fixed signs who, can tend to be a little bit stubborn and focused on their, my way is right and everybody else is wrong. You're not like that. You are quite flexible, in the sense you can change your opinion based on other people's feedback or input. So that's a really good thing, because you are a team player. You don't adopt the approach that my way or the highway. You are quite accommodating in that sense. Like if somebody else has another point of view, you're going to consider that. You're not going to just impose your own view on somebody else. So that's a really good thing. So I feel like Mars and Virgos are really good at achieving and fulfilling their goals. They have very big goals. Make no mistake, like a lot of people think that Mars and Virgo, they can maintain a very low profile. Like you will not know that these people have such high ambition and such high drive, but they like to keep it low key. Mars and Virgo likes to keep it low key. They are not going to be flamboyant about it. Like the previous sign, Mars and Leo would probably be very flamboyant and very larger than life goals, and they like to display it and tell it to the whole world. But Mars and Virgo is not like that. You guys, you like to keep things low key. You like to steadily achieve those goals. You're like the underdog that nobody thinks is going to win, but then you are the one that comes out winning at the end, which is great because some of the best, most successful people are the ones who are consistent, are disciplined, and who know how to maintain a low profile because too much flamboyance often can attract the wrong kind of energy. So I feel like Mars in Virgo is a great placement to have because you have the balance of everything. You're flexible enough to accommodate other people's requests. At the same time, you're dedicated and disciplined enough to focus on your goals and achieve them. And you're also not the type of person who's going to get angry and destroy relationships. For you, it's about logically talking things through, which is great for problem solving, which is great for coming to conclusions. So I think this is a great placement. So guys, that's my take on Mars and Virgo. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You can click on the subscribe button at the bottom of this video, and you can also click on the bell. Sorry, you can also click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that whenever I post a new video, you get a notification in your inbox. And that's it, guys. Stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be on Mars in Libra. So thanks a lot for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.